Today we will start our third chapter, that is square and square root. To discuss about this square and square root, at first we have to know some definitions of it. First, what is a square of a number, what is perfect square or what square number, and what is square root of a number. So first, square of a number you know. Square of a number means the number multiplied by the number itself. So to how to find a square of a number? The square of a number is the product of a number with itself. That means, now what is a square of a number? What is a square of? So square of 4, what will be? Square of 4, that means the product of the number with itself. So square of 4 will be 4 into 4, that is 16. So square of 4 is 16. So in general, if you take with variable, if you take one variable as number as x, so square will be, square of x will be x into x. But we know what is x into x, we know that as exponent x square. So in general, for any number x, the square of the number will be x square. Now next, what is perfect square? Perfect square, so the number in the form of like this one, x square form. That means if we multiply one number with itself, the product will be considered as a perfect square. That means here the 16. 16 is a perfect square. So what is the definition? The perfect square of a square number is a number that is the square of a number. That is the square of a number. This number is called a perfect square or perfect square number. So how will this now? We'll call it 16. 16 is a perfect square or square number. So what is the definition is that? Is a number that is a square of a number. So 16 is square of what? 16 we can write 4 into 4. So this is 4 square. So 16 is 4 square. That's why 16 is called a perfect square. So this is called perfect. Another perfect square is 36. 36 is 6 square. So 36 is perfect square. If you take little big number like 144. 144 is 12 into 12. That is 12 square. So 144 is also perfect square. So this is perfect square. Now next is square root of a number. Square root of a number, that is the reverse or the inverse of square of a number. That means this is inverse or opposite of square. That is, after squaring, means squaring we get a product, and square root, the product is given, you have to find the base number like this way. Now what is 6 into 6? We are squaring 6, that means we are getting 36. Now how we are getting 6? Square of 6 is 36, but from the this is, so here the reverse one, square root of 36 will be what? 6. Means which the number, if you multiply it itself, you will get a perfect square. And this one here it will be 144. What will be the square root of 144? Square root will be 12. So this is the process. So if we multiply 12 with 12, we will get 144. So this is a perfect square. So square root of it will be a perfect square. Can be done for a perfect square. So square root of 144 is 12. Now we discuss some properties of square numbers. So to discuss the properties of square number, first we have to write the, means we have to memorize the square tables of from 1 to 20. This is better to memorize this one. So I have written in this one, 1 square is 1, 2 square 4, like this way up to 20. You can see this one. So to discuss the properties of, now this is the square numbers 1, 4, 9, 25, 36, all the square numbers like this way. So if we observe the numbers, the square numbers, you will find some interesting properties of this one. So after observing this one, first property is given: if 2, 3, 7 and 8 are in the ones place of a number, then it is not a perfect square. Now if you look at the square numbers and the ones place of this one, now there is 1, this is 1, 9, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 1, 0, 1, 4, 4, 4, like 5, 9. So you can see there is no 2 in the unit place of the square number, no 3, 7 and 8. So for a perfect square number, the ones place should not be like this: 2, 3, 7 and 8. So if these are the digits are in the ones place, then the number is not a perfect square. So the rest digits will be the perfect square. So the conclusion will be the perfect square numbers end with these digits, either 0, either 1. 0 is the 100, ending with 1 is 1, 121 like this, ending with 4 is 4 here, 144, 324, then 5, 25, 2 to 5, and 6 and 9 this way. So first property is this one: the square numbers end with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. Okay. Next property is, it is written after observing the square tables. Now square and square root. This is 1 square is 1. Similarly, you can tell that square root of 1 is 1. 2 square is 4. Means square root of 4 is 2. Like we say 13 square is 169. So square root of 169 is 13. You can write this way. Now after observing these square tables, you can conclude that the perfect square ending with 1. So if you consider what is the perfect square ending with 1, this is 1, 121, then 81, here is 361, here is written 441. So these are the perfect square that ends with 1. Then we can conclude that the square root of the number will end with either 1 or 9. So now, square root, so perfect square is 1, ends with 1, square root is 1, ends with 1. Perfect square is 81, square root is 9, so ends with 9. Perfect square is 121, square root is 11, ends with 1. Perfect square is 361, square root is 19, ends with 9. Perfect square is 441, this is square root is 21, ends with 1. So this is true. Means if you observe, if you go taking little bigger numbers, you will find the same probability. Means if the square of a number is ends with 1, then the square root of the perfect square will be, in which place will be 1 or 9. Next property is the perfect square ending with 4, then the square root of this perfect square will end with either 2 or 8. Now you can observe in the pattern, the square tables, you can easily find. Perfect square ends with 4 is 1. 4, the square is 2, ends with 2. Here is ends with 4 is where is 80, 64. 8, it is ends with 8. Then 18. 18 square, 3 square 24, ends with 4. Square root is 80, ends with 8. So after observing this one, this is true. So ending with 4, square root will be either 4 or 8. Next is the perfect square ending with 5, then the square root will also will be ending with 5. So this is very easy. The 5 square is 25, root is 5, ends with 5, 2 to 5, ends with 5. After observing any like ends with perfect square ends with 5, we will get, if you find the square root, there is a process we will learn later. You can see that unit place of the square root also will be 5. Next is the perfect square ending with 6, the square root will be 4 or 6. If you go see the tables, you can easily find this one. It is like this way. Now next is the perfect square ends with, you can, what is the perfect square ends with? Either 0, 1, then 4, 5, 6, then 9. Okay, so perfect square ends with this digits. So next will be ends with 6 we have got, so ends with 9. If a perfect perfect square ends with 9, then the square root will be ends with either 3 or 7. If you observe the pattern, you can easily find there. So ends with 9 is 3, ends with 9 is 49, it is 7, ends with 9 is what? 7 is what? 289, ends with 7. So this is also true. And next is given a perfect square ends with 0. Ends with 0, that means if a perfect square ending with 0, and there is a rule, means a perfect square cannot end with 0. That perfect square has to be ends with 2 0. Means the unit of a perfect square of a number has to be, the last 2 digits has to be 0. If there is 1 0, like 100, 400, so the number has to be ends with 2 0. That I am writing 1 0 only, but it has to be 2 0. If ending with 2 0, then the square root also will be equal to 0. This is very obvious. So that is the properties of some interesting properties about square numbers and square roots.